Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. We have here a patient who attended with a lodged foreign body, more specifically the end of a Q-tip, also known as a cotton bud in the UK. And you can see it's been there for a while, it's somewhat mummified and discolored, and it's just lodged just at the roof and it's slightly attached to the eardrum. So I'm just trying to get the tail end of this. And in a minute, I'm just going to go back in and just change the angle slightly, which then allows me to remove this. Now, guys, I know you've been, the last few days, I've been updating you guys on my battle to raise public awareness about the current practices of UK ear care. Some of you may not be interested, that's fine, but I think I've got a public duty, given the platform I have, to really push this agenda. So I'm going to update you on what's going on. We've had some interesting correspondence today from the membership body, who is somewhat endorsing and supporting these practices by accrediting courses that are training people to remove earwax with no previous ear experience or qualifications, and sometimes within a day or two. And I've got quite a few screenshots that I want to show you, because this membership body has responded today, but they haven't really provided a clear stance on their position. Instead, what they've tried to do is almost make some comments in relation to the practice that I offer. So they're digressing, diverting attention. They were more than happy to provide comments and their position on some of the work that I do, which is deemed non-routine. And by the way, under their jurisdiction, what I just performed, removing a cotton bud of foreign body, they would deem as being non-routine. I actually train people, and we take videos of them doing it at their training course. One of the things that we actually put an O2 block, so here it's cotton wool in someone's ear, and get them to remove with forceps. So now I am going to call it a bit of a personal attack, and this is I was expecting this, because they're on the back foot now, and sort of answering the questions and the concerns of the public. So 92% of you guys, over about 3.5 thousand votes on YouTube, are against the practices of someone with no previous ear experience or qualifications removing earwax within 2 days training. We've got the membership body, the members of the membership body. I've got a significant number of members who voted, 95% of recipients and respondents to the poll I did, asking whether people with no previous ear experience or qualifications should be practicing earwax removal. 95% of the membership, or inverted commas, because with these online polls there are going to be some limitations and shortcomings, but nonetheless I've got a significant number of people, 95% to 5%, who are against these practices. I've got other membership bodies who are again against these practices. I've got ENT support. Now at the end of this video I've got some screenshots of some views shared by some ENTs, and so I've responded back to this membership body and really just picked them up on what they were in their response, because first of all, they haven't answered my question, they've digressed, and I've tackled hands-on their kind of accusations that what I'm doing is incorrect. Ironically, it completely contradicts their own guidelines, which I've actually taken screenshots. Within their guidelines, they actually stipulate, they appreciate there's going to be some practitioners who have got an extended scope of skills, who will be able to deal with special cases and non-routine cases. And they've said that I think four times, and I've taken screenshots, but all of a sudden, they're now saying they don't agree with practitioners doing some non-routine cases. So you can see where this is going, guys. They're moving the goalpost in an attempt to kind of almost make me look bad. But fortunately, I'm prepared. Now, this is a screenshot of someone's LinkedIn profile who I personally know, who was the branch coordinator of a high street hearing chain, and then suddenly they became a wax specialist. These are the guidelines this membership body are proposing, and you might have to pause it, but in the red boxes clearly stipulate that some practitioners are able to perform non-routine cases. This is a case where I sent an email to an ENT consultant who's actually recommended a patient of theirs see me every 6 weeks to perform a more complex non-routine case. And this is confirmation from that ENT consultant that they have made this recommendation. Here is a screenshot of a case where someone injured their eardrum with a glow stick and the ear was full of blood, and I removed it, and you can see the highlighted bit. This ENT is fully aware of what I'm doing, and they actually said, I treated these. This is a professor of ENT who's congratulated me on all the amazing, significant pathology I've performed, which I wouldn't be able to perform without performing the non-complex cases. And the ENT obviously is aware that I'm doing this because I'm referring them onwards afterwards. And then sometimes I'm sending them videos of what I've done. These two screenshots are the number of referrals I've made to GP and ENT following an earwax removal appointment when I've noticed something that needs further medical intervention from an ENT. So again, that proves I am doing the correct things. This is an email from a professor of ENT who fully supports my plight about, there should be some basic minimum qualifications in order to perform earwax removal. This is one from another ENT, very internationally known, this chap is, who finds it bonkers that it can take a couple of days training from someone who has never removed earwax or has no previous ear care training or experience to perform earwax removal. And ear surgeon Joe, Dr. Joseph Mangele, is a very prominent ENT consultant, and you can see he's liked a couple of my posts on Instagram, and he is a very esteemed ENT professional who's very well known within the ENT community. So thanks for all your support, guys. Obviously, I'm going to need that moving forwards because you can see where this membership body is going. That first screenshot I showed you of that individual who's working as a receptionist within the hearing chain suddenly become a wax whisperer of a high street chain in the UK. And one of the board members who actually heavily involved in those protocols that I showed you work for this high street chain, and they haven't declared their conflict of interest within the documents. I've also made the membership body aware of these points. I'm getting amazing support from all fellow members, colleagues, friends, and also I've been contacted by NHS England from a lead personnel there, and I've got a meeting with them on Tuesday to discuss this matter further because they're in fully support of what I'm trying to do and raising the awareness amongst the public, because each and every single one of you have a right to know what's going on. Well, take care, guys. Speak soon. Look after yourselves. Bye.